What is going on, guys? Aggronix, welcome back to the PAL, the PAL Season 1. Today we jump into our Week 1 game against Nickinator and the Philadelphia Braviaries. Funny story, Nick is also in the ACL, but we haven't yet played him, but we will later in the season. So it's kind of funny, we're playing two games pretty close to each other. Nick wasn't in this league until actually I, put Nick forward, Nick asked if I could put him forward, and I said no problem because Nick is a great battler, and it surely is going to be a great game, and looking forward to it. His team is monstrous. The team builder, by the way, should have gone up on Friday. If you did not see it, go back, check it out. I'll go quickly over my team, to give you, actually you can kind of see it. But his team is most important right now. He has Jirachi, Tangrowth, Florges, Haxorus, Blastoise, Hariyama, Leavanny, Mega Manectric, Darmanitan, Nidoqueen, Aerodactyl, and Spiritomb. You cannot see the last three names. I'm sorry, OBS is a little bit annoying because, I can't change the screen at will like Bandy Cam. But it's fine, You kind of get the idea. Nidoqueen, Aerodactyl, and Spiritomb are the last 3 mons. The team is very, very fast. Mega Manectric, Aerodactyl, even like Jirachi, they're very, very fast mons. You have Haxorus, there could be Dragon Dance. Darmanitan is a very, very scary Sheer Force Choice Scarf user. Nidoqueen is a very scary Sheer Force Choice Specs Life Orb user. A lot of really scary mons. His team is very, very offensive as well. Obviously he has Tangrowth and Florges and Blastoise, but I don't really think, like, they might come, but they're going to be just like pivots. He's really going to bring more than likely 4, maybe even 5 offensive mons. And trying to go with that. My team, if you don't know, is Kyurem Black, Landorus Incarnate, Tentacruel, or Landorus Incarnate with Sand Force, not Sheer Force. Tentacruel, Whimsicott, Mesprit, Mismagius, Primeape, Mega Scizor, Tyranitar, Heliolisk, Magmortar, and Steelix. So, very, very good team. I like my team a lot, and I like his team a lot, so I'm looking forward to this game. And hopefully, we put on a good fucking show. We start off with Chaos, the Kyurem Black. Choice Specs Chaos is back. It's been a long time since I've used Chaos. The last time was the, I believe it was the Elite, and that was the only time I've ever used, or well, wait, was it the Elite? No, the Elite I used Landorus Incarnate. I think it was that season first, so it was the Elite was the season 2 basically of the EPL, I think that's what it was called, I can't remember exactly. The league where we had Mega Scizor, Kyurem Black, Veruzion, Arcanine, Milotic, all those mons. And this team was a little bit of a hybrid of actually both teams, it's kind of funny. With a few new mons thrown in there in the mix. But Chaos, I love Chaos so much. Kyurem is just a badass. We have a Choice Specs Kyurem this week. Ice Beam, Earth Power, Flash Cannon, Draco Meteor. I was going to go like a hybrid of physical and special to hit things like the Tangrowth really well, while also being able to hit the Florges really, really well. But if I was to run Timid with Iron Head, my set would have actually done pretty, like Iron Head does 42 to 50%. But a Choice Specs variant with Ice Beam does 50 or 43%, so it does a little bit more, and Flash Cannon 2 KO. So I was like, there's no real point. He's going to run physically defensive Florges anyway. If he doesn't, I just go on a Landorus and Earthquake him, so it's fine. But even if he's specially defensive, I think we still 2 KO him even after Rocks, or after Rocks especially, but maybe even without them, which is grand. And then Draco is just there to drop Draco. Earth Power is there for the Jirachi. Flash Cannon is there for the, obviously, the Florges. Ice Beam is pretty free against his team. His only resistances are the big one being Hariyama. Blastoise is pretty good, Jirachi, but none of those resist Draco, so, except I guess Jirachi actually. I don't know if Jirachi will come though. Jirachi doesn't have the best matchup in this game, but we'll see. And we have Jackhammer, the Landorus. Good to have Landorus back. I didn't love using Landorus in the Elite, but I'm hoping that I use him better this time, because unfortunately, a lot of that season I had to bring in Choice Scarf, and it sucks that this, week 1 I have to bring Choice Scarf again, just because, not that I have to, I could bring something else instead, or Landorus as like a Yachi Berry to deal with Mega Manectric, but I really, really wanted something that speeds Manectric initially, so that I don't have to worry about it. Although, a Yachi Berry set would actually be pretty good. But I also want something that outspeed +1 Haxorus or Choice Scarf Darmanitan, so it kind of fell unfortunately on Landorus, because Kyurem has to be Choice Specs to break holes in the walls, and a certain other mon is running a Z move, so... Landorus, though, is running Sand Force, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Iron Tail, and U-Turn. Iron Tail is just kind of a throwaway move. It's on there to hit Florges super effectively. But really, I only need Earthquake, Stone Edge, and U-Turn. Earthquake hits a lot of his team very, very well. The only mons it doesn't hit is Tangrowth, Aerodactyl, I think that's it, and Leavanny. And then, U-Turn hits Leavanny and Tangrowth super effectively. And Stone Edge hits Aerodactyl super effectively. That's pretty all I need. Iron Tail is just in a situation where I need to kill the Florges, and Earthquake is out of range. I said it'd be nice to have Iron Tail, and with the Sand Force, Iron Tail is boosted, so I found no problem with it. The Landorus is very, very good in this matchup. It can do a lot of work for us, especially in the sand. In the sand, it'll do a lot of work for us, so hopefully we get things done. So, next we have, hopefully you can see that. Yes, perfect. Banshee the Mismagius and Dynamo the Mega Scizor. Mismagius is running Ghost DMZ, Levitate with Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Nasty Plot, and Will-O-Wisp. This set is really good. Mismagius is very, very good against his team because it outspeeds the majority of things. The only mod it doesn't outspeed is Aerodactyl and Mega Manectric. The latter of whom Mega Manectric can OHKO me because Mismagius is very, very naturally good special defense. And Aerodactyl does destroy me, but I don't think Aerodactyl is coming because I don't think it is the best matchup. Although, it might. Who knows? It just kind of gets shut down by Tyranitar and what's my Steel type again? My Steel type is Mega Scizor. Or I also have Steelix. I don't think it'll bring it. Mismagius is very, very good though because it outspeeds the Jirachi, it outspeeds the Haxorus, it outspeeds the Ramadan. It's a great switch in a Nidoqueen. Mismagius is a fantastic switch into not only defensive Nidoqueen but offensive as well because it's immune to Toxic Spikes, so he can't, if he sets them up, he won't be able to affect Mismagius. He can, still Toxic me naturally, but I don't think he'll do that because that'd be weird. I'm immune to Earth Power and resist Sludge Wave, so the best thing he has to hit me is Ice Beam / Flamethrower. Nidoqueen doesn't get like Dark Pulse or something like that. It does have access to Sucker Punch, which we can scout with Will-O-Wisp and Nasty Plot, which is nice. And dude, Z Shadow Ball +2 will kill something. Dazzling Gleam is really the only mon in the set that's like kind of just thrown on. Dazzling Gleam hits the Haxorus and the Hariyama super effectively. So it's there. If I need to use it, I will. But his Dark type is Spiritomb, which doesn't resist Ghost, and he doesn't have a normal type. So I'm free to click Shadow Ball pretty much all the time, and hopefully he doesn't realize this and he doesn't bring like a good check for it. Although I think Hariyama is coming anyway, like an Assault Vest Hariyama to deal with Kyurem, but I think it'll be fine. Then we have Dino the Mega Scizor, Scizorite Technician with Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Knockoff, and Roost, during a very, very funny EV spread. I have 164 attack EVs and the Adamant Nature, just to ensure a 2-hit KO on one mon in particular, and that's Haxorus. Knockoff plus Bullet Punch kills Haxorus every single time, which is nice. Unless he is the Z Crystal, but hopefully I'll be able to find that out. And even if he does set up one Dragon Dance, we still have Landorus that speeds him. Bullet Punch is nice, because it hits most of his team pretty well. It doesn't hit their Manectric super effectively, but it still hits Florges for good damage, Haxorus for good damage, Hariyama for good damage, Aerodactyl for great damage, OHKO's Aerodactyl, and it hits Nidoqueen pretty hard. And then U-Turn is great, I can pivot out and stuff like the Hariyama and the Blastoise and the Florges and the Tangrowth and stuff like that, which is great. And Knockoff is just there for the Jirachi, and just to get rid of items, because I didn't really need Swords Dance, even though I could, but I also don't want to be forced to click U-Turn against Jirachi. I'd rather just knock off items. And Scizor is going to be more defensive this week anyway, because it's my main switch-in to Haxorus. Not my only switch-in, but it is my main one, so yeah. So we move on to the final two mons, which you obviously can't see because OBS is a silly bitch. I'm going to throw them up to the top. We have these two fine young studs right here. We have Malachite, the Tyranitar, Choppleberry Sandstream with Crunch, Crunch, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Stealth Rock, physically defensive. And then we have Sting, the Tentacruel, Shuckleberry with Skull, Sludge Wave, Haze, and Rapid Spin. Tyranitar is physically defensive just to take on mons like the Jirachi, even though it resists Iron Head, or it's weak to Iron Head, but it can still take hits. The Choppleberry is there to take a hit from the Haxorus. We take Outrages, okay. You can leave a Choppleberry, or a Superpower from Darmanitan because of the Choppleberry. We take on the Aerodactyl. And natural special defense of Tyranitar means that we eat Thunderbolts and Volt Switches pretty much all the time from Mega Manectric, which is nice. And if he chooses to stay in and tries to kill me with in-power fighting, I will obviously have the Choppleberry and I can Earthquake him and kill him. And stuff like that. And Stealth Rock is there because I couldn't really bring Steelix. Steelix is great against like Jirachi, but it just loses against stuff like Tangrowth and Manectric, even though, you know, it's electric type, but it would have overheat me and I'd die. And as well, Nidoqueen, it just doesn't really do much. Tyranitar offers me a little bit more and is faster. It is faster than most things. It is faster than Tangrowth, Hariyama, Spiritomb, I believe. So stuff like that. I actually will just quickly check, because I actually don't know. What's Spiritomb's base speed? 35, yeah, I was thinking it was about there. So, yeah. so Tyranitar is very, very nice in this matchup, and hopefully it does a lot of work for us. And finally, Sting is running Shuckleberry Clear Body with Scald, Sludge Wave, Haze, and Rapid Spin. A very speedy set. Max Speed Tentacruel means, or pretty much Max Speed Tentacruel means that we can... why am I running 24 of this? I want to run... I did this for Earthquakes. I'm going to put it here. What Sting allows us to do with the Shuckleberry is we live an Earthquake from Haxorus, we live an Earthquake from Tangrowth if he chooses to go for that, we take an Earthquake from Hariyama, we take an Earthquake from Darmanitan, from Nidoqueen's, or Earth Power in Nidoqueen's case, unless he runs physically offensive Nidoqueen, which he might do, but that actually makes, I mean he might, but I don't think it makes, like, too much of an issue. And what was it? Max Speed allows us to outspeed the Darmanitan and the Haxorus if they are not Choice Scarf, or in Haxorus's case, Dragon Dance stuff, which is nice. It also outspeeds stuff like Nidoqueen, Aerodactyl, Blastoise, Florges, Tangrowth, hits them super effectively. I didn't go Max Speed because, I mean, I don't really hit Jirachi well anymore. Although, actually, to be fair, you know what? I'd rather hope for a Speed type than, you know, I might as well go for it. It doesn't matter. And I'll throw the 4 back in this, so... Yeah, that's the team. I'm very, very happy with this team. Oh, by the way, sorry, Haze is for a Calm Mind Jirachi. And Haxorus is D-Dance, is very, very scary too. Calm Mind Florges could be an issue. Belly Drum Hariyama, I guess if you want to stretch it a bit. Belly Drum Darmanitan is a realistic thing though. But he can't Flame Charge, so would he? I don't think so. So, yeah, so that's the team. I'm very, very happy with this team. I'm looking forward to using it. It's really, really cool to use stuff like Tyranitar and Kyurem Black while also using Mega Scizor and Landorus. And Mismagius. I mean, Mismagius is a mon that I've had in other draft leagues, but I never brought it because I was afraid to use it, because it didn't hit hard enough and it also wasn't very bulky. But in this matchup, because of its natural special defense stat and also it being able to use Z moves, it really, really pressures my opponent's team, and I really like this team a lot, and I'm excited to use it. If you guys are excited for week 1 of the PAL, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first and subscribe. Make sure to wish Nick luck in the comment section down below. I'm very, very sorry, Nick, by the way, for watching after the fact, because you know, there have been issues with us trying to connect. I've been very, very busy with family and stuff like that, so and thank you for your patience, and hopefully we knock it out of the park with a great game. Actually, I saw another game in this league, 2 other people. I don't know, I can't remember who it was, but that game was amazing, so we kind of have to follow it up with a good show here, so hopefully it goes okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to not cut here. I think I'm just going to look up Nick in Nature 13. There he is. Oh, I'm disconnected. Okay, wait. Wait there now. Wait there now. Wait there now. Wait there now. I thought my internet dropped, but it didn't, so that's nice. Is Nick online? He is. Yo, Nick. Yo, Nick. What's up? What's up, brother? Oh, stretching is nice. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. And we're fucking gonna get into this. I'm just gonna send him a message there. Ready? Actually, I have to make my... I don't think I have any teams here that I don't want you to see, so I don't care. I'm just gonna make my Scizor not Mega, because he probably will challenge me to a like custom game or something. That's grand. Ready? Yep. Okay, cool. I'll challenge him to a custom game. And week 1 versus Dickinator, and we'll get right into the game. We're not gonna cut. We're just gonna go for it. Hopefully my audio is working. Yes, it is. Nice. Let's see what happens. Nick's team is very, very unique. Is that I really can't predict the 6 months he'll bring. I think he will bring Haxorus and Hariyama, and he does bring those. He brings Manectric, and all right. So yeah, he doesn't bring Florges or Tangrowth, which is nice because they're a little bit annoying. He also he doesn't bring Leavanny, so I don't have to worry about sticky webs. The only Stealth Rocker on his team is Nidoqueen. So leads on my end. I could lead with Mismagius and try to get a big kill off the bat. I could lead with Kyurem. I don't really know, actually. I think he'll lead with Manectric because I feel like Manectric is a good lead. I could lead with Landorus because he doesn't have a ground resist. Oh, he doesn't have a ground resist. Wow. So I need to get rocks up. I need to get Landorus in on the sand. That's for sure. I actually like Landorus as a lead because if he leads with Nidoqueen, can I just check something? I don't think I put Landorus's No, Landorus. Ooh, not Landorus. Theria. Landorus, Life Orb. If I am Choice Scarf. Choice Scarf. There it is. And I go for Earthquake. I don't think I Oko the Nidoqueen. Ever, because Nidoqueen is just so naturally bulky, which is funny because it doesn't look like that. Looking at her, its stats. If it's offensive, it will Oko. But if it even has max HP, after Stealth Threat, well, it's 62% chance. I guess Landorus is my best lead. If he leads with Manectric, I'm in great position. Leads with Hariyama, I just U-turn. Leads with Blastoise, I just U-turn. I'm gonna lead with Landorus. And we'll kind of go from there because I think Landorus is the safest thing. If he leaves a Manectric, I just get the Click Earthquake, and that's great. And I get to 2 KO something. So I'm going to leave Landorus. Big Boy Daddy. So, this thing is terrifying. The good thing about this situation is, though, he can't Click Earthquake because there's a Landorus in front of him. He might also be afraid of Z-Fly. Like, I could just click Z-Fly right now and just kill his Hariyama. And that would suck for him. So he might just swap in the Blastoise anywhere, which kind of makes me want to click Earthquake, but him just going for Ice Punch would be really bad for stuff like Haxorus and Darmanitan. I don't really have the best... I mean, Tentacruel is a good switch-in, but it doesn't have recovery, and Scizor is a decent switch-in, but if he clicks Fire Punch, I'm kind of screwed. So, yeah, Hariyama's going to be an issue. Can I... Ooh, Jesus. Ooh. Hariyama, can you Oko me? But if you're Guts, you'll definitely kill me with an Ice Punch. I know that. And this thing does get Ice Punch. I know you'll kill me there. But without it. Obviously, if you're burned, you won't. But yeah, he always will. I'm gonna click U-turn, and I think I'm just gonna go into my Scizor. Earthquake doesn't even guarantee to a KO, although that is a bit of defense. If he's max HP though, which he probably is, he's probably Assault Vest too. That sucks. That's a good lead for him. But although I don't know what I would have led with that would have made me like secure. This thing is a big issue for my team. So yeah, I'm going to... Maybe I just Earthquake and call the bluff on the Z-Fly. Because I don't have a good switch into this thing, and if Landorus dies after an Earthquake, then I get to go into Kyurem, click Draco, which also, then that invites the Haxorus, and that's a bit, If I go on a Tentacruel, what would he go for? He'd go for Earthquake, so I might be able to double into... I don't even know. I'm gonna go for U-turn. Hope he switches out. He does switch out into Blastoise, so a big over prediction on my... Well, not a big over prediction, but I didn't really make the prediction. The thing is about this, though, is that I might be able to set up with my Miss Maggies. I could also just go on a Kyurem. Kyurem is choice specs. And modest, actually, so Jesus, yeah. I think that is my best play, because Draco will do an absolute ton, and if he wants to swap back into Hariyama, that's great. It'll take so much, even... Well, that's a Flame Orb set, but it'll still take a lot. It's like about 50%. Blastoise dies. Even if he has recovery. In leftovers, he dies anyway. Unless I got an absolute low roll, so I'm just going to go into this thing. I just get like, leftovers. He's not, like, I don't know, like Choice Specs or Choice Scarf or anything like that, so I will go for Draco, and I think just do a lot of damage to something, to be honest. I think more likely he just leaves this Blastoise in. Or he goes into Hariyama. I think Hariyama is, you know... I miss Draco. And he goes for Scald. A burn here would suck. He doesn't get the burn, which is nice. I do miss Draco, which sucks, but he should still be in range. Well, now he's not. But I have to go for Draco anyway. He goes in a big boy Hariyama, which shows me this thing is 100%. So, oh my god, that does a lot. Damn. Well then. That did so much damage. I think he's gonna go for Bullet Punch right here. That's not Assault Vest. Or it is Assault Vest. Is that Assault Vest? It's Assault Vest with no speed. It's 73. Oh no, that is Assault Vest. Sorry, that is Assault Vest. So, a Bullet Punch would do that much. I think I'm gonna go in a Scizor because Scizor's Bullet Punch would kill him right here. Scizor, OU Swords Dance, let's say. If we have 164, Bullet Punch is 34%. I'm going to go into my Blastoise, I think. Or I just Draco again. It's like, do I care about the damage on this thing? Kind of. I don't want to be in with Kyurem because then he can just go into like something like that. So I'm just gonna go into. I could go on actually I could go to Landers. I could go on Landers. But I think Scizor is the best play. I doubt he Fire Punches right here. If he does, well played. He doubles out a Blastoise. That's great. Hariyama's very, very low. I'm very, very happy. He could burn me right here. How much do I care? See, his switch into Mismagius is dead. That is the thing. So... I could also just go with a Tentacruel. This thing can't... Unless he has Earthquake on this thing, but I mean... Not that I doubt it, but I mean, it's unlikely. I just have to hope I don't get burned, I think. I think I have to go for Mega Evolution. He should outspeed me. I didn't speed creep this thing because I didn't think it was an issue, but I probably should have. That was a bad play on my part. Don't burn me. He doesn't burn me, which is really, really lucky on my part. And, do I go on a Kyurem? I mean, I think I do. I think I do, because, I mean, he's given me the chance. So Kyurem, I think, is about to get his first kill of the season. As long as I land. Nothing lives. I assume he sacks the Hariyama. But I don't want to click Ice Beam predicting that, because that would be really, really silly if he stays in and burns my Kyurem. And if he stays in with this Blastoise, it will die. If he goes in a Nidoqueen dies, Magic dies, Darmanitan dies, Hariyama dies. So something dies! Kyurem gets his first kill of the season. Good stuff. Good stuff. Does he go on a Haxorus? If he goes on a Hariyama, I might just take the risk and just take the damage and just go for it, because at this point I just want to get a, a kill. Yeah. That worked out well. That went really, really well. But the Landorus still needs to be alive for this thing. So this thing comes in. Tyranitar is Choppleberry. I could just click Draco. Which would kill him. I mean, I think there's no way he sets up. I don't think there's any chance in the world that he clicks Dragon Dance here. But I do want to make sure that he doesn't. What is this thing called? Haxorus. Dragon Dance, Draco Meteor, even at -2, it's still Okos for sure. It's still Okos, and he knows this. He's just probably just going to click Outrage, because I didn't bring a Fairy, I didn't bring my Whimsicott, which, I couldn't really. But I don't think he's going to go for, he's not going to go for Outrage, because he'd be locked into it and that'd be really dumb. Scizor at 76% if he's Life Orb. I am max HP with 96 defense. I'm going to message from Ian, that's fine. Earthquake at +1, Life Orb still can't kill me. And I get to go for knockoff. Although he could Z out, or like Z Earthquake or something like that. But I'd rather he wastes his Z move on something like Scizor. So I'm gonna go on a Scizor. Does he Dragon Dance? He goes for a Z move. Devastating Drake, and we eat that. So he is Z move, which is good to know. We live in Earthquake. We live in Earthquake. We absolutely live in Earthquake. We live with a superpower as well. So do I Roost or do I U-turn? It's whether I think I need Scizor alive or do I give him the chance to set up. I mean, now that he's not Life Orb, he's going to do very, very little. Even if he does set up. So I think I do go for Roost. And then I get to go for U-turn and then go into Landorus. If he... What would he go into? I think he'd probably go into... Darmanitan, which is hard for me to switch into, to be honest. It's really, really hard for me to switch into. So I kind of think I do want to U-turn. Scizor can roost on pretty much nothing. But this thing has wasted Z-move, and Hariyama's dead, so I think I'm going to U-turn. If he does set up, we get a kill with Landorus. For sure, because we do that much. And then Landorus, you surely do. I mean, maybe he doesn't actually, because Haxorus is pretty decently physically bulky. I want to make sure I'm doing the right play here. Earthquake. 15. Yeah, I would definitely kill him. So I'm gonna U-turn. I think he's gonna switch into like Darmanitan or Nidoqueen maybe. He does switch out to Darmanitan, so I'm really, really glad I did that. I am super glad I did that. And I think my play is still Landorus, to be honest. I think my play is still Landorus because if this thing is Choice Scarf, I will kill him. And if he's thinking, oh, I got him because I'm Choice Scarf, he will die. And this thing being gone is huge. So I'm going to go on a Landorus, and I'm going to click U-turn. Something dies. Something gets 2 KO'd. If it goes to Hariyama dies, Manectric dies, Hariyama dies. That is great. That is great. And he still doesn't know if I'm choiced or not. So if he goes into Manectric, goes into Nidoqueen. Oh! Hey. So. I could just Earthquake. He brings it in. I think he's Shuckleberry. I'm led to believe he's Shuckleberry. There's no way you bring in this thing. Yeah, I need to keep this thing alive because it literally sweeps the rest of his team. By itself. So I think I just go to Mismagius, and then do I set up a nasty plot or do I just attack? From that, it's definitely defensive. I would say without a doubt it's defensive. So would I Z Shadow Ball and then regular Shadow Ball? That would do the trick. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go into Mismagius. Ice Beam. He's defensive, does very, very little. I almost want to go into Scizor, but I can't do anything, so I'm just going to go into Mismagius. Ice Beam comes off. Does 35. So he is offensive. He is offensive. Okay, so offensive without Shuckleberry? Or with the Shuckleberry? Yeah, it looks like it. I would say, yeah. But it's still the same rule because that's physically defensive. So I'm going to go for a Z Shadow Ball, and I think get a kill. If this thing stays in, I Shadow Ball after the Z Shadow Ball. Or I can Nasty Plot. If I Nasty Plot, he just goes into Manectric and he outspeeds me. Ooh, actually, he could Sucker Punch. I didn't think about that. I could Scout for the Sucker Punch and go back in a land... No, because he would click Ice Beam. Actually, Kyurem is not a bad play. What would he switch into on this? Might switch into Manectric. Might switch, or just go for Ice Beam. If I... Oh, wait. Actually, does Kyurem's Ice Beam... Does Kyurem's Ice Beam... kill Darmanitan from 60%? I want to bet it does, but I can't be sure. Oh, it's very, very close, but it doesn't quite do the trick. It doesn't quite do the trick. I'm going to go into Kyurem. Because I think he's going to go for Sucker Punch. He goes for Sludge Wave. Ooh! That was an odd play. Do I Ice Beam or do I Draco? So I think he's offensive. Oh, sorry. I think he's max HP, I know that. So Ice Beam kills for sure. Does Draco kill? I doubt it. Oh, it does, actually, if he's max HP. There's a chance he's Assault Vest, I guess. But I still kill. And Darmanitan, I still have the Landorus. Draco is, like... I'm gonna go for Ice Beam. There's no way he stops in a Darmanitan. Yeah, the thing just drops. This Nidoqueen drops. That's great. Now Haxorus is still at full. Manectric is still at full, and Darmanitan is at 60%. The Landorus, my Landorus sweeps his team right now. Right now I sweep him. He's not going to go for Earthquake, he has to go for Superpower or Flare Blitz, so I'm going to go on a Tentacruel. If he's Choice Scarf, can I take 2... I probably should have calced this, oops. I actually definitely should have calced this, if I can live 2 fucking Flare Blitzes. I believe I... Oh my lordy, I can't. Wow, I can't. But I don't think he's Choice Scarf. And if he picks Earthquake, I'll live it because of the Sugarberry. They'll actually do less than Flare Blitz, which is, well actually that's the I'm gonna go Temple. Go for Super Power. Goes for Stone Edge. Okay, so if he's Choice Scarf, he can't 2 KO me. And if he's not Choice Scarf, he'll die right here from the Sludge Wave. If he goes in the Haxorus, there's a chance I'll burn. If he goes in the Manetric, it's fine as well. I'm gonna go for Skull. He does withdraw on Haxorus. Do I burn? No burn. Tentacruel with Sludge Wave. Does Sludge Wave put this thing in range of Earthquake? 39%. Skull did 17. That's the range. If he kills, he can't kill me with Earthquake actually. Oh no, he can. But if he goes for Outrage, yeah, goes for Outrage, and I go into Scizor. So I'm just gonna go for Sludge Wave. I outspeed him, I actually forgot about that part. So he does go for Dragon Dance. That's fine. I'm going to Haze just in case that he thinks he can keep Dragon Dancing. I'm going to Haze. Goes for Dragon Claw, he just kills me off, that's fine. And now we go into our big boy Landorus, and we get another kill. So Landorus proving to be the MVP of this game for sure. Absolutely for sure. Choice Scarf Landorus is just so great against this team. So we drop the Haxorus. Ooh, that tastes good. If he goes, he has to go to Manetric because he knows Darren will die. He has to go to Manetric. It's whether I just click Earthquake again. He will get the drop. He will get the drop. So I probably, there's no way I kill him after the Intimidate. Earth Power I would, but Earthquake I might. It's a roll that's not in my favor, and Hidden Power Rise kills me, and I kind of need this thing to kill the Darmanitan. So I'm just gonna go into Tyranitar. For sure, I'm going to Tyranitar. I'm gonna set up the Sand, which doesn't really matter. If he goes for Volt Switch, actually that's a good play. Goes for Hidden Power Rise. Yeah, he realistically he couldn't really go for, you know, he couldn't really go for Hidden Power, or sorry, for Volt Switch, because that would be too real. I'm gonna go for Earthquake. He does switch out Darmanitan. Does this kill? He dies to Sand. That's great. So he will get another attack drop. So how do I want to play this? I could double into Landorus, but he probably can't 2 KO. Well, I'll be at -2 though. Kyurem's very low. I could sack Scizor. I think I'm just gonna stay in with Tyranitar and see if I can, you know. I mean, Hidden Power to 12%, so there's that. And there is Sand as well, so I'm gonna go for Earthquake again. Thunderbolt gets a crit. No para. And he shouldn't be able to kill me right here with Thunderbolt, as long as he doesn't get another crit. No crit. Earthquake comes off, puts him in range of Sand. So Tyranitar getting the final 2 kills, and we get a 5-0 in week 1 against Nickinator and the Philadelphia Braviaries. Very, very, very good game to Nick. Hariyama scared the shit out of me. In the end, we got very, very fortunate that he predicted the Z-Fly, which, you know, is completely reasonable, because I do have it, you know, on my, you know, possibility. And yeah, dude, Kyurem Black is amazing. I think Kyurem, Tyranitar, and Landorus got all the kills. Is that right? I think so. Miss Magius was a great pivot for the Nidoqueen. That was really, really nice. Tentacruel unfortunately had to die to the Landorus, or the Haxorus, but it put it in range of Landorus and gave the damage needed to put that thing in range of Earthquake. So, all's well that ends well. That was a really good game to Nick. Hopefully, this is not the last time we play. You know, top 6 teams out of the 10 make playoffs. So there's all of the chance in the world that we face Nick again. And I hope so too, because his team is really good and Nick is a very, very good player. And I know anyway, it doesn't matter anyway, because we'll play each other again in the ACL. And I will quickly just throw this in the chat. But yeah, a lot of fun. Chiron Black is such a monster. It is absolutely a monster. And Landorus is great too. You know, I was a little bit, you know, skeptical because Landorus, I've used it in the past, I didn't really like it, but it definitely proved to be a great mon, and I'm really, really happy that I drafted it again. Aggronix versus Nick. So yeah, that's that. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first and subscribe if you are not already to become a member of the Aggronites. Make sure to come back next week when we play... I don't know. Let's fucking check. I don't even know if you can see this, but I'm going to check anyway just for my fucking... We play... the Connecticut Conkelders, a.k.a. wrong tab. Connecticut Conkelders, which is... Hello? Actually, the team to the right of the thing, so that's Landorus there in front of... That's going to be a very, very tough team to beat. However, they also lost week 1, actually. That was the team that I was talking about before. I forgot who it was, but it was actually the Connecticut Conkelders. So, that'll be a lot of fun. If you guys are excited for that, make sure to like button down below first and subscribe if you are not already to become a member of the Aggronix. That being said, have yourselves a wonderful day, and bye-bye.